Hi. Kandipa.
So tell us about your journey so far.
I was a developer after my computer science degree, and I was having good fun. But we come from a very academically oriented family, so I went to IIM Calcutta to do my MBA. That's where I met my husband incidentally. I did get my degree.
Okay.
And I finished next 4 years in various stints in consulting and in business development. We were placed in the US for a couple of years, traveled the world. For the last 16 years, I've been based in Bangalore, working for different multinationals in product management.
Okay.
So I started with I2 Technologies in supply chain optimization. I used to work in on a particular product called Factory Planner. And then I moved into Sterling Commerce, where I was leading the distributed order management, supply chain fulfillment product basically.
Okay.
Then in Wipro with business platforms. And my last stint was with Intuit, and they used to run their QuickBooks desktop practice, the product management practice, before I moved to Walmart. Okay. And at Walmart, I do lead the product management practice for Walmart International.
Sure, that's
It's
great.
been a great journey so far.
Great. Thanks for the tea. Shall we drive now to office?
Sure.
All right. So you lead the product charter in Walmart International. Give us a sneak peek on what's happening there.
Sure. A lot of fun stuff happening across Canada, Mexico, UK, and a lot of domains like cross-border trade and data. In just to give you a little detail, on Asda side, we are doing some really cool stuff, machine learning stuff on search and on personalization. And it's bringing in a lot of not just a lift in the revenue, but also a lot of customer experience improvements.
Nice.
Then on Canada side, we are doing a lot of supply chain stuff, which is basically solving the transportation optimization problems. That is something new that we are working on. On Mexico, we are looking for the next generation of platforms across payment platforms across all the 3 banners that we work in. So for Sam's Club, particularly Mexico, we are looking to see how we can do a good fast reordering for our B2B customers.
Got it.
So a lot of stuff, fun stuff happening.
Nice. All right. So building a product requires creative thinking. So how do you ensure creative thinking in your teams?
When hiring itself, we look for people who have a lot of creative bent of mind. But apart from it, like one thing that product managers do bring in onto the table is bring in from various other disciplines the ability to abstract some of the patterns out and bring them to the product management, to the product world that they're working in.
Got it.
The other way is, anytime you go into a solution, you actually have to, the biggest thing we have been told is that fall in love with the problem, not with the solution. Because to come to a solution, you actually have to go in a very hypothesis-driven way.
Right.
You have to go really broad, look at various sources of information, look at various sources of inputs to see where is it that you can actually optimize your solution, and then go narrow based on some criteria, on some metrics, on some hypothesis that you have been proven right or wrong. So that actually brings in a lot of creativity into how you get to build a product.
Got it. Nice. So here's a fun one. So Lalitha at Walmart versus Lalitha outside. Tell us more about the latter one.
Well, I'm not exactly a workaholic, but I do work long hours. That said, the good part is companies like Walmart are bringing in the concept of bring your whole self to work. So I don't feel very different. I do have my guards up in office. At home, actually, I'd like to be seen as a more fun-loving person.
Okay.
So I love people. So I get in wherever there is a lot of community-driven activities. I don't mean like good stuff, but I even mean like things like
fun
cards,
stuff.
fun stuff, like Antakshari, anything that is happening in the community. In fact, even my house, I like it full of people. So I always have a lot of guests. There was a time when I was good at painting, at singing, but that was another era.
All right, time for some rapid fire questions. So if there was one dish that you had to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Curd rice. I'm a South Indian at heart, and for 20 years that was my breakfast.
So what are the best books that one should read?
On self-help kind of books, I think 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think it's like every word is golden. I'm a history buff.
Oh, okay.
So One thing which really excites me is a lot of anthropology history mixed. So Sapiens has been an amazing book. Inspired is a great book. Marty Kagan, he's come out with the next version.
Oh, okay.
That's again a very amazing book. There is one book that I especially want to call out. It's called Made in America. It's by Sam Walton.
Of course. What is your dream destination?
Jerusalem. That's been on my bucket list for a long time. Greece is another place. I've always been to places which are all BC. So anything BC, I'm excited.
Oh, okay. What would be your alternate career?
One thing I thought I could be is like a little interior decoration stuff, like I've just gotten my interest into it. The other things that I would like to focus on are like some of the pet stuff, some of the senior citizen care stuff. So those are the kind of things that will actually interest me. I'd also love to have a chai shop at some point where the chai is free but the conversation is compulsory.
Wow, nice.
It's like
So if you could automate one thing in your life, what would it be?
exercise. I hate exercise.
So what advice do you have for people who want to break into product management?
For people who are wanting to get into product management, I would say first do a shadow role. First, show that you have a skin in the game. Take on projects, work under mentors who are already deep into product. First, see how you can work with data, how customer obsessed you are. It's a process of self-discovery.
So what do you like about Walmart?
Actually, what I love about Walmart is that it's the ability to create an impact at scale. I know it's an overused word, the scale word, but the scale of Walmart is just unimaginable.
Great.
Different countries, different customers, different personas, different banners, different domains, and all at scale in an omni-channel way. Like we are in a battleground, and as I've said in many forums that we are in a battlefield, and online retail is such a big area to be differentiated on. Like I would say that it's a USP for Walmart, and there is so much to do, so much impact to create for millions of customers around the world. It feels very thrilling. In fact, it's heady at some point.
All right. Thank you, Lalitha, for your time.
It was a pleasure.
All right. So that's a wrap for episode 2 for Technology on the Move. Catch you later.